What is good, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one I want to break down what's going on with Tesla, SPY, Nvidia, the QQQ, and a couple of other tickers. I'm going to break down some very, very big news that's coming out very soon. That's going to cause a very big move in the markets, in my opinion. What you should be watching for as time progresses. But before I begin down all this information, before I get into any more details, let me just mention a couple of things. Firstly, I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link, which is down below and in the description. If you sign up for Moomoo with the link down below and deposit $100 into the account, you're guaranteed up to 5 free stocks. If you deposit $1,000, you're guaranteed up to 15 free stocks, and the offer ends very soon. Anyways, let's break down what's going on with the charts. I just want to call out something very important. So looking at SPY on the 4-hour time frame, you guys can see that this thing has been dropping quite a bit. Still looking a little bit weak, but on the daily, right, although we have those like technicals, the daily is actually getting very close towards this 20 EMA, and this is where we have support. So far, SPY has actually bounced off of this, and we could be looking for a very big move very soon. So I just want to mention that with all the data that came out, it was very mixed. The PMI report was as expected. The job openings were as expected. Everything else was very close. The manufacturing employment was a little bit high, but the new orders were a little bit low. So very mixed data. We saw the market still drop after this data came out. We saw SPY hit 468, which is one of the levels we called out, and things were as expected. But I just want to warn you all that we have another big piece of data coming out. At 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the FOMC minutes coming out. Make sure you watch this very carefully. This is going to give us more details about what the Fed is doing, their policies, what the officials are thinking about interest rates, and things like that. So the FOMC minutes are going to be very important. Make sure you watch this. This is coming out very, very soon, in about an hour from the time I'm recording this. So what's going on with the chart? And this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. We basically met our target on SPY. I was telling you on the daily chart, watch this green line on SPY. Even though SPY is looking a little weak overall as it's been on this downtrend, we still bounced off the 200, not the 200, the 20 EMA, excuse me, guys, the 20 EMA. We bounced off of this. We're seeing the buyers starting to step in. So we're going to be watching to see, are we about to break this after the FOMC minutes come out? If we lose this, we're going to turn even more bearish. If we end up losing 468 on SPY. But if we hold this and we bounce and we start pushing back, we start holding very nicely above 471. We're going to be looking for a push to fill this gap at 472. We also have another gap above. We also have our 5 EMA at 473. So there could be a bounce as well. So you want to be very careful, guys. I'm not saying this is going to last forever, just a small bounce that could be coming for today going into tomorrow if the FOMC minutes cause the market to launch. So we're going to be watching this very, very carefully. All right. So once again, guys, if you want to be bearish, if the FOMC minutes come out, which is once again going to give us more details about the Fed's policies at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're bearish, you want to see this thing lose 468. If we're bullish, you want to see it make its way back up to the 472s, basically hold above 471 and then break 472. They're going to be pushing right back up to try to fill the gap above. So watch for a very big move starting at 2 p.m., guys. Make sure you're prepared for that. For the QQQ, although this is actually tanking, we saw this thing drop really hard with almost no bounce. We hit 398. So I was talking about this level right here. I told you if we lost this, watch 398. If we lost 398, then 396.5 is next. Those are the levels I called out. So since we're holding 398, we're going to be watching to see if we get a bounce back towards this trend line. Does the QQQ end up getting back above 402? If we do so, we could see a little move to 404. Or do we end up continuing to sink below 398? If that ends up happening, we're going to be looking for a bigger drop. So we're going to be watching to see if you get a test of this yellow trend line. Does the market get a nice bounce or not? Make sure you watch this very carefully. There's a good chance that that could still happen, so just be prepared to be safe. Okay, watch and see what the FOMC minutes cause. Do they cause the market to bounce from here? We'll just have to wait and see. For Tesla was looking very weak because we lost our 4-hour 200 EMA at 244, and we came all the way down to about 236.5, just under 237. But you can see some buyers are stepping in and they're trying to push Tesla back up. We're trying to hold to 240, so we'll be watching to see how that holds for now. I just want to call out that Tesla right now, although it's been looking weak below the 200 EMA, that's going to become our next resistance. Tesla is starting to see some buyers stepping in right now. We're going to be watching resistance at 240, 242, 244, and then 245.8 to 246. followed by 250 above that. Those are going to be our resistance levels. Let's see if Tesla ends up getting smacked down after the FOMC minutes to break below 237. If that happens, we could turn more bearish and make our way down to 234. Or does Tesla end up getting a push back up to break above 242? If it breaks 242, look for a push to 244, then 247.5. I don't know for sure which way we're going to go, if I'm going to be honest with you, but I'm prepared just in case for a bounce because you're seeing wicks forming here. Buyers are stepping back into Tesla. So we will have to wait and see. I'm open minded to anything, but I am also prepared for the possibility of a bounce just to be safe, guys. Just to be safe, be prepared because of the FOMC minutes. It could be very tricky. Nvidia came down quite a bit. I was talking about support at 474.5, then we had about 471.5. It actually bounced off 472.5, just a little bit above that. But now we have resistance at 479 to 480, 482, 485, and beyond that. We have support at 474 and also 472.5. If we're bearish after the data comes out, watch Nvidia break below 470 and come down to 468. If we're bullish, you want to see it break above 480 and push back up to 482. If it breaks that, 485 is coming. We will see which way we go, as there's going to be a big move coming. I'm still prepared for some kind of bounce nonetheless. And then for Apple, okay, Apple, in my opinion, it's been trying to base here. It's very weak. It came down to 183. I called out 183 coming in the morning. That's the level we came very close to, 183.5. So we're going to be watching to see, does Apple hold this support and try to make its way back up towards this wick at 185 plus? Do we break back above 185 after the FOMC minutes? Or do we lose 183.5 and start sinking to 182.5 and eventually 181? I'm not 100% sure, guys. I'm in the middle right now, but we are trying to hold support very nicely on Apple, so it's looking quite decent. So just to be safe, we'll have to wait and see how it goes. So with that being said, I want to warn you all, okay? If you want to hold options through this is your choice. If you want to gamble, it's your choice. Do whatever you want to do, right? But expect some high volatility at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be going over the FOMC minutes a little bit later on in my later videos. We'll see what the Fed announces, so make sure you're prepared for this and do what you have to do, guys. But with that being said, I just want to say I thank you all so much for listening. Please have an absolutely spectacular rest of the day. And don't forget that with all this data dropping, this is going to be a very short trading week. We just have Thursday and Friday left for the week. There's more data coming out before market open as well. We have initial jobless claims for Thursday. So once again, if you want to hold through all this data at the FOMC minutes and initial jobless claims before market open tomorrow, that's your choice. It could work out very well if you go long or go short, whatever you want to do. If you think the market's gonna it's just too risky, you don't want to like hold for overnight, that's also your choice. I just want to give you guys the information, let you do whatever you want to do because I'm not giving financial advice. All right, so hopefully this video was helpful. We'll see if the market bounces or not. Be prepared, guys. Do what you have to do and be prepared for high volatility at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when the FOMC minutes comes out. Thank you and peace out.